Hello, I'm Dr. Connelly. I'm a practicing dental surgeon in Ottawa, Canada. I'm concerned about public safety as it relates to how sudden, unexpected, and suspicious deaths are investigated in the province of Ontario. In our family's case, the death of our son John was sudden, unexpected, and suspicious. John was a University of Toronto student in pharmacy at the time of his death. Not only was John's death sudden, unexpected, and suspicious, but the ensuing investigations by the police and the coroner's office did not follow the written laws and protocols of the province. The police closed the investigation on the day John was killed, and the Office of the Chief Coroner closed their investigation the following day. The Coroners Act of Ontario and the Protocol for Sudden Death are the standards which govern how sudden, unexpected, suspicious deaths must be investigated. We are questioning why the police and the coroner's office were not following these established written standards and laws. We are questioning why the regional coroner, Dr. David Evans, would produce an investigative statement with the stated purpose of, quote, getting the Toronto Police Service off the hook. What hook were the police on, and how did they get there? The public has a right to know why oversight bodies from the Ministry of Community Safety and Correctional Services found nothing wrong with the existence of different versions of the police report. There should only be one police report. The public has a right to know why Chief Julian Fantino ignored an Ontario government report from the Office of Victims of Crime that recommended that the case be reopened and assigned to the Homicide Unit. The public has a right to know why the coroner's initial investigative file for John's death is missing, and why the original supervising coroner, Dr. William Lucas, was absent during this investigation. The public has a right to know why no one from the Office of the Chief Coroner, the Toronto Police, or the Ministry of Community Safety and Correctional Services did not follow up on the widespread media coverage following the CBC The Fifth Estate documentary called A Knock on the Door, which examined the suspicious circumstances of John's death. The public has a right to question why the evidence and the events surrounding John's suspicious death were omitted from the coroner's investigation and the police report. Finally, the public has a right to know why the Toronto Police and the coroner appear to have compromised and in some cases destroyed the available evidence. The real question that needs to be answered is, did someone get away with murder? And if so, how did that occur? Who would have allowed this to happen? To understand what happened, it is necessary to first examine John's life prior to his death.